It has been a long day on the road. A gentle breeze whispers past, cooling your warm skin as it flows over you. In 3 days' time, there will be a coronation feast to celebrate the crowning of the new Goblin Queen. You have been walking for 4 days now, eager to make it to the capital in time to find lodging and meet up with old friends at the dawning of a new era. You can see the sun beginning to set over the tops of the giant oaks lining the road. You take a moment to admire the trees, the way their moss-covered, craggly roots sprout from the ground and merge into powerful trunks that have withstood the wilds of nature for thousands of years. The way their soft leaves lend a beautiful green tint to the surrounding area and provide a safe haven to the many creatures that call it home. The breeze picks up again, rustling those same leaves in a way that makes it seem as if the forest itself is shushing the world to prepare for the night ahead. You chuckle as two tiny forest sprites emerge from the branches of the tree closest to you and begin to chase each other. The scent of fresh soil and rain stirs around you. Although the weather has been temperate these past few days, and you have enjoyed sleeping underneath the stars on your well-worn bedroll, the clouds in the sky have grown fat over the past few hours, and you know that the raindrops are sure to come. As you take a minute to stretch your travel-sore muscles on a soft grassy patch beside the tree, you begin to anticipate the comfort of sleeping in a real bed for the night. Some miles back, a worn sign designated a small village ahead, just a short walk from where you now rest. This village will surely have a market and an inn, perfect for replenishing your supplies and relieving the ache in your feet. You take out a leather flask and enjoy a long drink of cool water, reminding you of your rest stop beside the cool spring earlier in the day. You can still feel the warm sun slowly drying the droplets of water from your face and chest, and the feel of the soft riverbank under your back as you allowed your eyes to drift closed. Some people might get tired of all this walking, but you relish the opportunity to see and experience every part of this beautiful countryside. The sky is now a soft pink, streaked through with brilliant bands of orange and lavender. Only the brightest stars are visible, pointing you on your way to the safety of the nearby village. With one last stretch and a deep breath that fills your lungs, you begin your trek anew. In the distance, soft curls of smoke fade into the sky as the villagers prepare their meals for the evening. With each step forward, the smell of roasting vegetables, warm spices, and hearty broths fills your nose. You take a deep breath in, enjoying all of the aromas. As you near the village, the sounds of passing conversation grow into a gentle din of noise, reminding you that you are not so alone on this journey after all. Although the vendors at the market are packing up their wares and readying to return home, the streets of the village are full of travelers just like yourself on the way to the coronation. You smile at a passing group of elves who join their hands together in a gesture that conveys well wishes. At the end of the road, nestled in front of a grove of twinkling elder-light trees, lies the Basking Wyvern Inn. A large wooden door set into deep stone walls is cracked open, letting the sounds of laughter and mirth escape as a bard serenades the tavern's visitors. 2 stained glass windows reflect the flickering candlelight from within. You walk through the doors into a large great room just as the first drops of rain begin to fall. You take a second to allow your eyes to adjust to the dim light in the room. A roaring fireplace in the corner and several candle-filled chandeliers the only light available. All manner of folk have found residence in the inn for the night. Groups of ogres and goblins bumping elbows with the few lone rangers scattered amongst the tables. The tavern's wyvern has found a spot to curl up on the fire-warmed hearth, and the barmaid pauses to scratch between its large ears as she brings a steaming bowl of stew to a cyclops occupying considerable space at a table by one of the windows. You search the room and find an open spot on a bench in between a siren and a satyr. It feels good to be off your feet, and you let out a deep sigh of contentment as you introduce yourself to your neighbors. The bard begins a new song, one that has been well versed in this part of the kingdom. The siren next to you joins in, and a deep sense of peace falls over you as her voice lulls you into a state of bliss. One by one, all of the tavern's visitors lift their voice to join the song. Smaller creatures make up the higher notes of the harmony, with the larger folk joining in to create a rumbling bass. Candlelight glows on the faces joined in song as hands and feet begin to tap out a rhythm on the heavy wooden tables and cool stone floors. You feel yourself swaying to the beat as you sing those very familiar words. As the song comes to an end, the barmaid brings you a pewter tray filled with glistening fresh fruit, hunks of soft yellow cheese, and a large crusty loaf of bread. She sets down a large mug filled with steaming hot brown liquid and a small dish filled with lumps of sugar and goes on her way. You greatly enjoy your meal, the crunch of sweet apple slices a perfect partner to the creamy, mild cheese and pillowy soft bread. The liquid in your cup is a concoction of dried flavorful leaves local to this part of the kingdom, known as night tonic. It warms your stomach with each sip, and you feel your eyelids growing heavier. When your plate is finished, you bid your neighbors farewell and safe travels and head up the stairs to your room for the night. Inside the room, a small fireplace fills the air with warmth and the sweet smell of wood smoke. A cauldron on the hearth is full of warm water and wool cloths ready to wash the day's travels away. The bed sits in the center of the room and is piled high with furs and well-worn linens. Outside, you can hear the gentle patter of rain on the thatched roof. Soft sounds of conversation and song rise from the warped floorboards, providing a sense of peace and security. As you use the wool cloths in the cauldron to wipe dirt from your brow, you breathe in deeply to allow the steam to circulate through your senses. Running the cloths up and down your arms, torso, legs, and feet, you feel relaxation hit every part of your body. Your stomach is pleasantly full, and the effects of the night tonic make you feel as though you are wrapped in a heavy blanket. You allow yourself several minutes to sit in front of the fireplace, feeling the heat loosen your muscles and quiet your mind. When your skin is dry and your limbs are heavy, you make your way to the bed. You nestle yourself into the goose-down mattress, swaddled in soft blankets that press down gently. You breathe deeply and let out a long sigh of contentment, head filled with images of the night sky. You feel as though you are floating on a cloud, and you allow yourself to float up into the sky, away from the tavern, away from the road, and away from any thoughts of troubles or cares. The stars seem to twinkle just for you, a promise to keep you safe through the night. The gentle fog of sleep starts in your toes, caresses your legs, flows over your stomach and down your arms. It reaches your neck, your chin, your cheeks, your eyes. As you feel the last breath of fog glide over your forehead, you succumb to the sweet bliss of a night of restful sleep.